Hey guys, welcome back, and yeah, let's see what the market's got in store for us today. And as it happens, someone phones me. All right, so let's see what we've got here. Before I go into the chart, I just want to see something in a different screen quick. So I know there's plenty news this week. Alright, so today we've got PMI at 10. Alright, so 10 o'clock we've got PMI. So what we need to do quickly is let's just run up and see where are we. Let's see. Give me a second. Right, let's see. Copy this. Go in here. All right, let's break it down. Let's break it down. Okay, so let's take this off. Let's take that off, that off, that off, that off, that off, that off. All right, so we still got liquidity resting down here, which is that trend line, and I thought this was going to be some equal lows, but it's not. But we have got some equal highs up here. Let's just see equal highs. Then we've got so we've got equal highs. And guys, what makes this equal highs so important is it's positioned right in this fair value gap, right at 50%. So we might see some push into this again, into that 21,700 level. That's something I've been targeting even from yesterday. And yeah, so let's keep an eye and see. That's the liquidity I'm actually seeing on a higher time frame there. So let's go down to I'm just gonna pop to a 15-minute to see if there's anything standing out here. So we've got these equal highs here. We've got some nice liquidity down here, but that is what gets taken right now. Don't know if this is actual equal lows, but look, there's some downside here, and yeah, let's just give it some breathing room. All right, we're gonna see PMI just now. So for now, we're just going to leave it there and see what's happening. Okay, so I'm just going to mark this out because there's some equal lows here. Okay, so I've got some equal lows here, run these equal highs, and then we've got, so we could see okay, so still got time. So maybe we'll see a big drop or a drop in here and then send price higher. That's just me thinking out loud, so I'm not gonna preempt this, but let's just keep an eye and see what it actually does. 10 o'clock is here, so we still 3 minutes away. 3 minutes away. We've got this equal lows down here. PMI is going to play out, so we might see price bounce down here, and maybe then we've got on the hourly, we've got equal highs up here. So, and that's back to that 21,700 that we've been talking about yesterday, and now it's just a matter of sit and wait and see where we're going to go first. What is this? Adjusted contract changes. Okay, so that's something new. So in this gap, I think we've already filled filled 50% of it, so that's done. Let's go back to your normal and see. All right, so obviously I'm not going to take a trade here, but I do think there's space to see some movement to the downside here, and especially with this strong move down, and because we closed below there, a retest to that wick would normally be for be some sort of a entry short for me, but I don't want the market to keep these equal lows here and run straight up, and then you get this massive drawdown. So I think what I'll do is I'll wait and see if we can test that and reject, and I think we might go down here first. Alright, there we in that zone now. If we close above that, okay, well then we get a little bit of a trend line here. 1, 2, equal higher low, higher low, higher low. That's also liquidity. So yeah. Okay, so we haven't taken this high out yet, so let's see. Okay, there we go. So that's not valid. Now we sit and we watch. Okay, 1 minute, 30 seconds. Let's see what happens. Alright, so 30 seconds. We've got equal lows down here. We've got nice equal highs up here. Back to that 21,700 level that I've been eyeing since AM and PM yesterday. So this could be us smashing down into this equal lows, because I think that's probably the closest liquidity for us, and maybe not. All right, exactly that, guys. That's why you stay out and wait for this candle to do the damage, or whatever you want to call it, and then see what opportunity it brings. Alright, so there's the candle. I thought we're going to see some sort of a push on both sides to trick people. But guys, this higher low, higher low, higher low with these equal lows here, that could be the manipulation to tell people, hey guys, we're going higher, and then smash down to go down here first before we go higher. Alright, so in my red folder strategy, there's your liquidity there. There's liquidity here. And obviously you've got equal lows here. So if you planning to, I would not trade within the range. Sorry, not there. The liquidity is up here. Sorry. Not worth taking a trade within these 2 points. I'd rather wait and see if we're going to go down here first or up there first. Preferably going down first and then target the upside. Just call this PMI. PMI. Put that on the right. PMI low. Also on the right. Right, let's see. Let's see. So guys, so basically this higher low here, pushing price higher, taking this out, breakout traders, now people will buy, put their stops down here, and we might just smash through all of that. Because now we spiked up and trap people on longs, and now you want to see some sort of a push down to these, take all the liquidity out there. Equal lows down here as expected. People will ask me, so why don't you short it up here? Well, the fact of the matter is, I know there's liquidity here. I needed some good, I don't know, breaker, fair value gap, inverted fair value gap or something. If this was a white candle, which I don't know if it is actually a white candle, so that was an entry at the test of that wick, and because we closed below it, so yeah, that would, but the rule is not to trade within the range. Wait for something like this to get taken out. There's a big fair value gap here. You want to see something close that aggressively before you can look for longs, and then you would target this 21,700 level. So again guys, this is just showing that if you can find the right liquidity areas, like we saw equal lows here, higher low, and then the idea to trap people going higher and then reverse. That is what we were after, that's what we got, and made it a good trade. Right, so let's see, 930 was here. So this little gap here, that's your first gap, bounce from there. And now we've got this big fair value gap here. Pretty big for me. And down here was the first fair value gap. We make that one purple. And see our price bounce from this to go higher, to take these highs and to manipulate. I mean, now we've stopped everybody out who was long for this move, and now it's just gonna find a nice entry for us to go higher. And all we gotta do is you just gotta wait. Or we keep going lower. I have not taken any trades yet. I think we would target this low first before we go anywhere. Right, so if you were looking for shorts, you would try to take it this top section up here above, probably around that area. Actually, I think we're going to go down here, but might go up here first. Oh. This is the part where you should be patient. I'm not taking the trade, but we might look for something like this. Not touching there and trying to get down here. So 2 to 1. Okay. I'm thinking to spike through this high here and enter to go down. So this is obviously not a trade that I would take, but I would like to see price to go above here as a liquidity, because now it's equal highs, to run that, reject it, and then go down to this low here. And that's about a 2.5 to 1. I mean, sometimes it doesn't always play out that way, so what we got to do is just sit and wait. I mean, this is a white candle. It'd be great if we have taken this high out, this black candle, to close below the low. Then I would look to target this low, but don't like this, because if you measure it from there to there, you're down in a discount. You don't really want to sell in the discount. Above this equal highs, there's a premium. That's where you want to sell if you want to take a short. I've not taken any shorts, so I don't know. Where do you guys think we're gonna go, up or down first? Right, let's see. Right, okay, so all I'm looking for now is I want to see price taking out the low. We've taken these equal lows out. There was a big fair value gap up here. There's equal highs within, just above the 50%. So maybe we'll run, and every time we make a new low, I want to see a fair value gap running that low, and then pretty much immediately get inverted. Then I would look for a buy to take it to the other side, to this PMI high, and then back to this 1 hour equal highs up here in this fair value gap as well. So basically this 21,700 that I've been chasing from AM session yesterday. But for now we have not touched this low yet, and maybe what I should do, just to keep it clean, is to say that's our new target. This might just run these equal highs and then come back down. Let's call it the fair value gap. If we invert this, okay, so let's see if we can do that. Right, if we invert this now, I would not feel comfortable. I need more information or something that gives me a good scalp or something, because this is too many candles here before we inverted anything like this. Another thing is, guys, this little purple line here, that's the first fair value gap that basically presented itself. See how price comes back, and if I talk about this first one, that's after the market open, 9:30. See how it will price manipulate people to the upside and then, you know, come down. And this push down is exactly what we expected, and we expected this because we had this equal lows here, higher low, and then a manipulation with this big up candle where people think we're going higher, and then the sudden reverse, stopping all of these people out who put their stop losses between this low, you know, below this lows. Now we've run this equal highs. I don't know if we're going to smash back down to go lower and then give us an entry. And the reason I would say that is because if we go lower here, we created a high, a lower high, a lower low, and then something to a lower high, lower low, and then create a fair value gap inversion to take it high, to target all of this liquidity if it wants to do it that way. You in deep, you know, from this swing point here to there, why not this one? Because this is the very first swing point that instigated this big draw push down. That's premium if you wanted to sell. So if you OTE trader, you would probably get in here and take it down to this low and even lower. But I'm not doing that. I'm not an OTE trader right now. I'm trading fair value gaps and liquidity. Liquidity's been taken here. I know there's some buy side to the upside for us, but I need something to tell me we're forcing retail traders in the wrong direction, which in this case would make sense to push them lower, because people will then say, oh, this was their reversal and now we're going lower. But in essence, we're just creating a new trend line with a high, a lower high, maybe another lower high, and then the reversal to go up. Alright, so let's just keep an eye on this. Again, people would ask, so Neil, you marked out equal highs here, that was your analysis, why didn't you short here? This is very low probability short for me, and I'll show you guys why. If I shorted down here, I'm below 50%, so I'm actually doing it in a discount, which you don't normally sell in a discount. You buy in a discount and you sell at a premium. If I sold up here, yeah, but again, I wasn't sure, because my bias right now based on my strategy is we've run PMI low, so now my next target is PMI high, and then on H1, first on the hourly chart, you'll see there's some equal highs here. Maybe I should show you guys just so you can see it. There's fairly equal highs here, and it's within this big fair value gap. So I can expect price to go there and at some point, but for now we're not there yet. We're still down here, and again, as you can see, we get lower, higher lows, and there's a fair value gap, which could send price into. We did test it and then try to take these lows out, but I'm more interested for fair value gaps that forms now close to the liquidity that gets run. So if we close below this white candles low, you could do a scalp lower, but seeing that it makes spiky moves, that's not something I would do. Maybe a deeper retracement into this fair value gap. Let's call this target. Alright, so there is momentum to the downside. Doesn't look like it on the charts, but if I look at my right, I can see there's definitely some sort of a push lower, and all of these spikiness is just screwing with people's minds. Whoever got trades in, we might see some pullback in here and then the push lower. This again could be where people see, this is support, refuse to go lower, and got some stupid birds out here. Some support and price refuse to go lower, and suddenly take people out. So let's just keep an eye. No need to obviously rush any trades in here. Some up candles there, making making people think we're going up. Let's leave that. Right, now it's just a matter of seeing, and we can see how price was holding. This fair value gap was holding price, and it's within a bigger fair value gap, so target is definitely to go to these lows. Might look as if it's struggling, but we'll see some sort of a push soon. Let's look at this quickly. See, that was 50% of the swing. Spike in there and reject. If we go up here, I might take a quick short. Let's see if we can take it down to that. Obviously, guys, this is not a live account, and this is not financial advice of any sort. And as you can see, as the minute I take my trade, we get that push to the upside. I'm going to hold on to the trade because I think we're still going to hold price down to go to this target. Okay, let's just see. Pricing is a bit messy. Good to see some sort of a push lower. Obviously, if we close above this fair value gap, I'll just collapse the trade, because then it most probably wants to go higher. Doesn't give the best entry though. Such a stupid trade. Alrighty. Minutes left to see where it closes. Okay, so we haven't closed outside yet. Okay, which one side do you want to go? Down or up? Okay, let's see if that white candle's low. If we can close below that, then we might see price going lower again. Reason I haven't closed the trade yet, the price body still stays within this fair value gap box, and that could be manipulation for buyers and then comes down to take these lows out. See if we can close below that white candle's low. If not, then if we close like outside of that box, we're still on the edge there. I was expecting some better entry down here if you wanted to go long to those liquidity pools. And as you can see at this point in time, there's no good entry here for any longs. In a premium from that swing point to down here for shorts, but we playing around up here now, and I need to see where that closes. Okay, so because we closed outside, I'm just collapsing that trade. So we've got the PMI high here and the hourly equal highs up at a 21,700 level, and that's where I'm going to target to go to. And it's a pity that these lows are still staying there, which you haven't taken out. But I guess that's trading, and yeah, so it can't be perfect every time. And also the reasoning for going lower here is we took this equal highs in this fair value gap, we rejected it, and there's a little bit of a fair value gap and this fair value gap here, we rejected, and then as you guys saw, I took the trade and boom, close above that, and I tried to keep it to see if we want to do it differently. So obviously the momentum has shifted, and maybe that's just the way it goes. There's a little bit of a fair value gap here that we could go and test. Obviously we have to wait for this black candle to finish its thing. There's a gap down here. Okay, so this is obviously not a fair value gap. If we close above this now, I will look for a scalp to the upside. But this candle, this very next candle, has got to close above that. And now we get a marvelous push lower. Let's keep an eye on this. Right, so now we're starting to invert a little fair value gap down here. I'm taking this out. I'm putting that, sorry. I'm putting this in here, make it orange, treat that as a inverted fair value gap. And let's just see how it plays out. If we're gonna get a test here, I'll buy 10. Alright, let's see if we can get it. Right, I want to see this IFEG get tested. For me, IFEG. It would be great to see it getting tested here. And then if we can get that test, I will target up here. If we get a nice move up, I might even move that to the hourly liquidity. But for now, I need this to get picked up or tested. I'll show you. I am targeting up here. Yes, let's leave it at that. But let's see if I get picked up first. Come on, show us the money. Come on, pick it up. Can't believe I'm gonna not get picked up here. Let's see if we can get picked up here. Gosh. Right, we're in the trade. Let's see, only for 21,000. Don't know if we're going to see that test there. Come on. Always good to review your trades and see where, I mean, there was an order block there was a fair value gap, gets inverted, boom, test, up, test, up. But I still thought we were going to go down there. Right, let's see if this is gonna hold price. And let's see if it's entered higher. water here. Right, now we can see something's pushing higher. Okay. Okay, so we can go and test this wick, which we are doing right now. That one. Let's mark that green. That's just because we spike down, close above, come and test, and then once you see price going higher. Doesn't always have to do that, but obviously there's some liquidity down here as well. This could have easily gone down to this low, but this low already took some lows out here. So this is that low. Let's see if there's another low. See, I needed something to take these lows out. See if we close above this black can. Okay, we didn't. I mean, what else is there? Close there. Then we could go higher there. Come on, push up. See all those lows, pin, 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 pin. That's all liquidity. That's liquidity. This is all still liquidity. So we might go up and then smash down before we go up. Okay, so we might take these lows now, but obviously good to eye any closes above any down candles. There you got the spike. That spike is right at the 50%, guys. We could see it go into this IFEG. That would be a nice discount to buy at. But I mean, the funny thing now is we've got nice equal lows here. Now we can see price boom into this IFEG to go higher. Just go higher up from here. Then we've got equal lows, liquidity, and then some reason to come back down later. Find the close above that line. Okay, so we're down to, you know, running these equal lows. Hopefully we close above those equal lows. See if this is a black. No, it's a white candle. This is out. See if we can get that push again. Okay, it would be great to see us going through this higher. It is a bit of a tricky week to trade, so keep that in mind. All the news going on, we might see this go through PMI and came all the way back to this target, then go up. And the reason I say that is, as much as the PMI low is there, liquidity formed here, and then it just didn't give the right entry, right? So I'm gonna keep an eye and see if we go above here, what do we get? I don't remember. Okay, let's cancel that. I mean, that 21,700 level, those equal highs, you don't have to take those today. It could be something we want to take NFP day. Don't know. Tomorrow is Thursday, then it's Friday, NFP. Come on guys, you want to take out PMI high. That was your pullback, now you want to see acceleration. So guys, we in the macro time, and this I think was the liquidity run, and now you want to see the move to the next liquidity. Unfortunately that liquidity sits right here. Be nice to see higher prices going, higher liquidity. Hey, another equal higher. It's amazing how price stalls to create all this liquidity. As you can see, all these candles, no fair value gaps, nothing. The only one is this IFEG here, which is now a fair value gap. The reason I call it a fair value gap, I'm looking at the candles here, and we could see, boom, inversion, go lower. And if that's the case, that's the way it wants to do it, but I don't think so, because we've got equal highs here. We ran liquidity here. Why would we want to go down here? Yes, there's liquidity here, there's liquidity there. Spike in it and make your move to the top side. This is that double tops that retailers think this is where we are. Now we go lower, and now we could see price go below this low to trigger in people to go short, and then reverse and go stop them all out. I did not have a trade on this, I would have been switching down and go do something else, but unfortunately I'm in this trade, and I would like to see PMI get run. We're in the macro time zone. We've run that equal lows there. This fair value gap is still open. Equal highs formed here. We've got PMI here. So I would like to see both these levels get taken at least. If he then wants to come down, then it's fine. So be it. But still keen to see PMI high to get taken. Right, question. Will we run 21,700 today? What do you guys think? 21,700 is up here in a fair value gap, and it's equal highs. Don't say yes, because I've got a TP there. I could move that down just to take it out here. But what do you guys think? We might see scrambling, push, scrambling, push. I think the day to trade this week is most definitely going to be NFP day. Must say momentum is back in these trades, but just not giving clear, nice setups. So I don't actually know why I took the short down here to start with. And I've got an idea as to why I took the long here, because we ran these equal lows, and I'm expecting these liquidity to go. But then what do? We go up, we come down, we go up, we come down, we go up. Hopefully we keep pushing up now. Give me an extended leg up. Right, so there we go through those equal highs just now. Okay, now PMI high, this liquidity here, guys. This is where people got trapped in to go long. Then you tell them, no, we go short. So they all got their stop losses here. So now you got to go take them out. Don't pin it there now and then come consolidate. That's not what we're after. do have a fair value gap here now. Hopefully we'll hold price, prevent it from going lower. Want to see the body stay above this dotted line. You can pin through it, but don't go close below the fair value gap, because then we're most probably going to come back down here again. Alright, so body is holding that 50%. Now I want to see a push up, because I want to see a good rejection from there. And then you can leave another fair value gap. And this is where fair value gaps becomes your support and your resistance levels. In this case, banking this as support with liquidity higher. And again, if we close above this black candles higher, be good scalping to that PMI high. It almost, but it didn't. See if we can get a nice push. I'm going to be very careful at the PMI higher. And the reason I say that is we haven't done this target down here. There's nothing fancy about this target. All these higher lows tells me we could go up here, invert, and then drop. So when we get there, I might close it and see what we trying to do. Right, so that push looks like it's coming. I'm going to keep this as a... I want to see a nice, almost like a violent push up. There we go. Okay, so what I've done there is I just closed the trade because I want to just get my capital right here again. And just for you, I'm doing this leap challenge. So, and now I want to see what we're going to do up here. Do you think this is still a target? I just don't know if we're going to go straight up there. And the reason being is we get all this fancy slow price movement. And that is one of the exact reasons why I closed my trade. For this reason, that this could be an inverted fair value gap, and then it could come all the way down to the target down here. But for now, just keep it that way, this way, and see. This could be the test, and then see price going lower. I mean, I mark all of these, see how we tested that inverted fair value gap, and now we're dropping aggressively. But we've got all these fair value gaps to get through, and then we could come all the way down to this target. Okay guys, 11 o'clock is normally my cutoff for this session, and then I come back at 1:30, 1:45 in the afternoon to do the PM session till 3. So I am going to call it for this session, and the reason being is we've reached PMI high. I did close my trade up here, and the reason being is I don't want to see something get inverted. That get inverted. I don't know if we're going to continue higher from here, but my experience told me not to hold on, because we could see the sell-off right down to this target level. If there's an inverted fair value gap that presents itself there, hopefully in PM, we can then, and I don't know if this highs, these equal highs up here, is reserved for NFP or for today or whatever. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump off, and I'll see you guys, those who want to join me, in a PM session a bit later today. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.